Welcome to our video, a heartfelt space to honor and remember those we've recently lost, along with others who have left lasting impacts on our lives. Today, we'll reflect on their incredible journeys, celebrate their legacies, and hold their cherished memories close. Additionally, we'll discuss the recent challenges faced by WWE star Hulk Hogan, which have deeply resonated with fans worldwide. Join us in celebrating their stories and ensuring their legacies endure. Subscribe and be part of our inspiring and supportive community. Katsuya Kitamura, born on December 14, 1985, was a promising Japanese professional wrestler whose career ended tragically at the age of 36. Known for his impressive athleticism and dedication to the craft, Kitamura stood out in the highly competitive world of professional wrestling. Beginning his career in Japan, Kitamura quickly gained attention for his time with New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW, where he showcased his skills in both singles and tag team matches. His background as an accomplished amateur wrestler provided a solid foundation for his in-ring abilities, allowing him to excel in high-impact matches. Kitamura's charisma, combined with his physical prowess, made him a fan favorite and a rising star in the industry. Beyond his in-ring talent, Kitamura was respected for his warm personality and strong work ethic. He consistently pushed himself to new limits, always striving to provide fans with exciting and memorable performances. His dedication and passion for wrestling were evident in every match he competed in, and his future in the industry seemed boundless. Katsuya Kitamura's sudden passing left a deep void in the wrestling community, as many mourned the loss of a talented athlete whose impact was felt both in Japan and around the world. His legacy continues to inspire aspiring wrestlers, ensuring that his contributions to the sport will never be forgotten. Big John Studd, born Charles W. Lawson on February 19, 1948, was a legendary professional wrestler and actor known for his towering presence and significant contributions to the wrestling world. Standing an imposing 6 feet 10 inches tall and weighing over 400 pounds during his peak, Studd's physical dominance made him a fearsome competitor in the ring. He rose to fame in the 1980s during the golden era of professional wrestling, particularly with the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, where he became a household name. Debuting in the late 1960s, Studd quickly established himself as a villainous powerhouse, gaining notoriety for his brash persona and ability to take on some of the biggest names in the industry. His fierce rivalries with wrestling legends like Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant cemented his status as a top contender. One of the most iconic moments of his career came during the inaugural WrestleMania in 1985, where he faced off against Hogan in a highly memorable match that helped elevate the event to cultural prominence. Beyond his wrestling achievements, Studd's larger-than-life charisma led to appearances in television shows and films. Although he retired from in-ring competition in the early 1990s, Studd made sporadic returns to wrestling and continued to be a beloved figure in the industry. His legacy endures as one of professional wrestling's most recognizable giants, inspiring future generations of wrestlers and captivating audiences around the world. Chris Youngblood, born on June 5, 1961, is a retired professional wrestler who made significant contributions to the wrestling industry during the 1980s and early 1990s. Hailing from the United States, Youngblood gained recognition for his high-flying style and energetic performances that set him apart from many of his contemporaries. Beginning his career in the mid-1980s, he quickly became a fan favorite in various promotions, including World Class Championship Wrestling, WCW, and the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA. Youngblood was known for blending technical wrestling with acrobatic maneuvers, making him a standout performer in tag team competitions. He frequently teamed with his brother, Mark Youngblood, forming a dynamic and entertaining duo that earned them widespread acclaim. Their matches were marked by impressive chemistry and athleticism, leading to numerous championship opportunities and memorable moments in the ring. Throughout his career, Chris Youngblood engaged in fierce rivalries and competed against some of the top talents of his era. His charismatic presence and dedication to entertaining the audience were defining features of his in-ring persona. Even after retiring from professional wrestling, Youngblood continued to contribute to the industry through mentoring younger talent and sharing his knowledge. leaving behind a legacy that resonates within the wrestling community. Danny Hodge was a legendary American wrestler and boxer, celebrated for his incredible strength, technical prowess, and unwavering resilience. Born on May 13, 1932, in Perry, Oklahoma, Hodge became an iconic figure in both amateur and professional wrestling. He is perhaps best known for his remarkable grip strength, which allowed him to crush apples with one hand, a feat that left audiences in awe and demonstrated his unparalleled power. Hodge's wrestling career began in high school and continued at the University of Oklahoma, where he achieved unprecedented success. He became a three-time NCAA wrestling champion from 1955 to 1957, going undefeated with an impressive record of 46-0. His dominance on the mat earned him the distinction of being the first amateur wrestler to appear on the cover of Sports Illustrated, solidifying his status as one of the sport's all-time greats. Hodge also represented the United States in the 1956 Olympics, winning a silver medal in freestyle wrestling. Beyond wrestling, Hodge had a successful career as a professional boxer, boasting an 8-2 record and competing in the Golden Gloves. He later transitioned into professional wrestling, where his technical expertise and strength continued to shine. Hodge captured multiple NWA junior heavyweight titles and remained a revered figure within the industry. Despite suffering a career-ending car accident in 1976, his legacy continued to thrive. The Dan Hodge Trophy, awarded annually to the top college wrestler, stands as a testament to his enduring impact on the sport. Danny Hodge passed away at the age of 88, leaving behind a legacy of unmatched skill, strength, and sportsmanship. Salvatore Bellomo, born on June 18, 1951, was a prominent figure in the world of professional wrestling and sports entertainment. His career spanned several decades, during which he showcased exceptional skills and charisma in the ring. Bellomo first gained widespread recognition in the 1970s and 1980s, performing for various promotions, including the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, WWF. His dynamic personality and versatile wrestling style quickly earned him a loyal fan base and respect from fellow wrestlers. Bellomo was known for his agility and technical prowess, often adapting to different styles and delivering compelling matches. He faced off against some of the biggest names in wrestling history, leaving a lasting impression on the industry. Beyond his in-ring accomplishments, Bellomo was highly regarded for his dedication to the sport, serving as a mentor to aspiring wrestlers. He played a vital role in shaping the careers of young talents, offering valuable insight and guidance as they navigated the challenges of the wrestling world. Tragically, Salvatore Bellomo passed away on February 9, 2019. His legacy is remembered through the stories shared by fans and fellow wrestlers, as well as the influence he had on countless individuals throughout his career. Bellomo's passion for wrestling and his unwavering commitment to the craft ensured that his contributions to the industry would be celebrated for years to come. Antonio Inoki, born on February 20th, 1943, in Yokohama, Japan, was a legendary figure in professional wrestling and mixed martial arts. He passed away at the age of 79. Inoki's illustrious career spanned over 5 decades, during which he became a trailblazer for the sport in Japan and beyond. Inoki made his professional wrestling debut in 1960 and quickly rose to prominence, becoming one of Japan's most iconic wrestlers. In 1972, he founded New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW, which became one of the largest and most influential promotions in the country. Known for his innovative wrestling style and charismatic persona, Inoki helped elevate the sport's status in Japan, creating a new standard for in-ring performance. One of Inoki's most significant achievements came in 1976 when he faced boxing legend Muhammad Ali in a historic match. This bout is widely regarded as a pivotal moment in the evolution of mixed martial arts, merging wrestling with real combat elements and drawing global attention to the sport. Beyond his in-ring success, Inoki was also deeply involved in politics, serving as a member of the Japanese House of Councilors. Antonio Inoki's impact extended far beyond the ring. His dedication to promoting professional wrestling on a global scale, along with his contributions to nurturing new talent, ensured that his legacy remains unmatched in both wrestling and combat sports. Moondog Spot, born Larry Wayne Booker on July 6, 1952, was a prominent American professional wrestler known for his rugged and unconventional persona. Gaining fame during the 1980s as part of the iconic Moondogs tag team, Booker carved out a unique place in wrestling history through his wild, chaotic style. He began his career in the 1970s, experimenting with various characters before solidifying his identity as Moondog Spot after joining WWE, formerly WWF, in the early 1980s. The Moondogs, managed by the legendary Captain Lou Albano, became infamous for their unpredictable and hardcore approach to wrestling. Using unconventional props such as bones and chains during matches, the team quickly gained a reputation for their rough, no-holds-barred style. Moondog Spot added his own brand of energy and aggression to the group, alongside Moondog Rex. Together, they captured the WWF Tag Team Championship and became one of the most memorable teams of their era. Spot's gritty persona, messy appearance, and relentless brawling earned him a devoted fan base, particularly during his time in Memphis wrestling, where he spent much of his career. Booker continued wrestling into the 1990s, performing in various regional promotions across the United States and Japan. His resilience and dedication to entertaining fans remained evident throughout his career, even as his persona became a nostalgic part of wrestling's golden era. Tragically, Moondog Spot passed away at the age of 51 while competing in a wrestling event in Memphis, Tennessee. His sudden death during a match shocked the wrestling community, and he is remembered fondly for his unique contributions to the industry. Born on March 8, 1973, Aya Koyama, better known by her ring name Alia, was a highly regarded Japanese mixed martial artist and professional wrestler. She began her wrestling career in 1996, making her debut with JD Star, where she quickly gained recognition for her impressive talent and charismatic presence. Koyama performed across various promotions, including All Japan Women's Pro Wrestling and Big Japan Pro Wrestling, captivating audiences with her dynamic and powerful performances. In 2001, Koyama made a significant transition to mixed martial arts, MMA, stepping into a new competitive field. Her MMA debut took place on May 3, 2001, against Anna Koporina, though she faced a challenging start, suffering 5 consecutive losses. Despite these early struggles, Koyama demonstrated tremendous resilience and determination, ultimately finishing her MMA career with a record of 4 wins, 10 losses, and 1 draw. One of her most remarkable moments came when she returned to the cage on October 10, 2010, fighting valiantly despite battling stage 4 cancer. Following a brief hiatus, Koyama made a return to wrestling in 2005 under the name Aaliyah, continuing to showcase her passion for the sport. Her dedication to both wrestling and MMA paved the way for women in combat sports, breaking barriers with her unwavering commitment. Aya Koyama passed away at the age of 45, leaving behind a legacy as a trailblazer in both wrestling and MMA, remembered for her indomitable spirit and dedication to her craft. Big Bully Busick, born on June 1, 1954, was an American professional wrestler and former police officer, best remembered for his distinctive persona in the wrestling world. He made a significant impact during his tenure with the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, in 1991, where he portrayed a stereotypical 1920s bully, complete with a turtleneck, bowler hat, and oversized cigar. This unique character helped solidify his place in wrestling history. Born in Steubenville, Ohio, Busick grew up in the steel town of Weirton, West Virginia. His athletic journey began as an amateur wrestler in high school, and he later excelled as a powerlifter in the 1970s. After becoming a police officer at the age of 19, he started wrestling part-time, gaining valuable experience performing as a jobber in WWF shows in the Pittsburgh area. In the early 1980s, after leaving the Weirton Police Department, Busick joined the Atlanta Police Department. It was during this period that he fully developed his bully persona, inspired by the working-class struggles of coal miners and steel mill workers. His character stood out due to his distinctive appearance and brash behavior, often antagonizing both fans and opponents. Busick made his WWF debut in July 1991, quickly establishing himself as a formidable presence in the ring with feuds against notable wrestlers like the Brooklyn Brawler and Bret Hart. After leaving the WWF in November 1991, he continued to compete on the independent circuit until his retirement in 1995. He made a brief return to wrestling in 2011, culminating in his final match against Josef von Schmidt at 5-Star Wrestling on April 19, 2013. Big Bully Busick passed away at the age of 63, leaving behind a legacy as a memorable figure in professional wrestling history. Mr. Fuji, born Harry Fujiwara on June 4, 1934, in Honolulu, Hawaii, was a legendary professional wrestler and manager known for his cunning persona and lasting impact on the wrestling industry. Spanning several decades, Mr. Fuji became an iconic figure in the World Wrestling Federation WWF, captivating audiences with his unique blend of villainy and charisma. Fuji began his wrestling career in the 1960s, initially competing as a wrestler before transitioning into a managerial role. His persona was defined by sneaky tactics and psychological manipulation, often using underhanded strategies to gain the upper hand for his wrestlers. He became particularly famous for managing some of the most notable names in wrestling, including the legendary tag team Demolition and Yokozuna, further cementing his reputation as a top-tier manager. Beyond his managerial success, Mr. Fuji was a skilled wrestler, known for his agility and technical prowess in the ring. He frequently performed in tag team matches, further endearing himself to fans, even as he embraced the role of the villain. One of his most memorable tactics was the salt throw, where he would distract referees and toss salt into his opponent's eyes, a move that became synonymous with his devious character. Mr. Fuji passed away at the age of 82, leaving behind a legacy as one of the most entertaining and memorable figures in professional wrestling. His influence as both a wrestler and manager ensures that he remains an enduring icon whose impact continues to resonate within the industry. Fans and fellow wrestlers alike remember him as a true legend whose contributions shaped the wrestling landscape. Hulk Hogan is not just a name, he's a legend, a cultural phenomenon, and arguably the most recognizable figure in the history of professional wrestling. With his unmatched charisma, iconic Hulkamania movement, and towering presence, Hogan didn't just dominate the ring, he redefined what it means to be a global superstar. From electrifying packed arenas to inspiring generations with his larger-than-life persona, Hogan's journey from humble beginnings to becoming a megastar is nothing short of legendary. For decades, he's been at the center of some of the most iconic moments in sports entertainment, capturing the hearts of millions around the world. Whether it was body-slamming giants like Andre the Giant or delivering his unforgettable catchphrases, Hogan set a standard in wrestling that remains unparalleled. His influence transcended the ring, turning him into a pop culture icon whose name still commands attention. However, as much as Hulk Hogan has triumphed in his professional life, recent discussions on social media have turned to his health struggles, sparking rumors and speculation. Fans worldwide are asking, what happened to Hulk Hogan? Behind the scenes, the legendary wrestler has faced significant physical challenges after decades of intense in-ring action. We'll dive into what's really going on with Hogan's health and address the swirling rumors. Stay tuned, because the Hulkster's story is far from over. Early life and amateur wrestling career. Born Terry Jean Bollea on August 11, 1953. In Augusta, Georgia, Hulk Hogan was raised in Tampa, Florida. His parents, Pietro Peter Bollea, a construction worker, and Ruth Bollea, a homemaker, instilled in him a strong work ethic. As a child, Hogan was passionate about sports and began playing baseball at an early age. Standing at 6 feet 7 inches and weighing around 300 pounds by his teenage years, Hogan's imposing size and athleticism made him a natural fit for sports, particularly wrestling. Despite his love for wrestling, Hogan's early athletic career began in baseball. He played in Little League and continued with aspirations of becoming a professional player. Unfortunately, an injury derailed those dreams, and Hogan shifted his focus to music and weightlifting. He formed a rock band called Ruckus and spent years performing in Florida clubs. Hogan's entry into professional wrestling was far from conventional. While training at Hector's Gym in Tampa, he caught the eye of wrestlers Jack and Gerald Briscoe, who saw his potential and encouraged him to pursue professional wrestling. The Briscoe brothers introduced Hogan to wrestling trainer Hiro Matsuda, who agreed to train him. Under Matsuda's tutelage, Hogan began learning the technical aspects of the sport. His size, power, and charisma made him a standout talent. Transition to professional wrestling. Hogan made his professional wrestling debut in 1977 under the ring name The Super Destroyer. However, it wasn't until he adopted the name Hulk Hogan and joined Vince McMahon's Senior's World Wrestling Federation, WWF, in 1979 that he began to gain widespread attention. The Hulk moniker was given to him after a television appearance where he appeared larger than actor Lou Ferrigno, who played the Incredible Hulk. Hogan's career truly took off in the early 1980s when he joined Vince McMahon Jr.'s WWF. McMahon saw Hogan as the perfect figurehead for his vision of transforming professional wrestling into a mainstream phenomenon. With his bleached blonde hair, handlebar mustache, and larger-than-life persona, Hogan was an instant hit with fans. His charisma, combined with his impressive in-ring skills, made him a star. In 1984, Hogan won his first WWF World Heavyweight Championship by defeating the Iron Sheik at Madison Square Garden. This victory marked the beginning of Hulkamania, a phenomenon that would define the wrestling industry for years to come. Hogan's popularity transcended wrestling. He became a pop culture icon, appearing in movies, television shows, and even releasing his own line of merchandise. Throughout the 1980s, Hogan headlined major WWF events, including the inaugural WrestleMania in 1985. His feuds with wrestlers like Rowdy Roddy Piper, Andre the Giant, and Randy Savage became legendary, and he solidified his status as the face of the company. Hogan's in-ring persona, which emphasized his never-give-up attitude and his signature leg drop finisher, resonated with fans worldwide. Health struggles and recent rumors. Hulk Hogan's health struggles are a stark reminder of the physical toll professional wrestling can take. Decades of intense in-ring action have left Hogan dealing with numerous injuries, most notably to his back, knees, and hips. Over the years, Hogan has undergone 10 back surgeries, including a particularly significant one in January 2023 that resulted in complications. During this surgery, some nerves were cut, causing him to lose feeling in his lower body. This nerve damage has severely affected his mobility, leaving Hogan with chronic pain and limiting his ability to walk. In addition to his back issues, Hogan has had both knees and hips replaced due to the wear and tear of performing high-impact moves for decades. These surgeries have impacted his quality of life, as Hogan continues to struggle with inflammation and pain. The prescription medications used to manage these conditions have also led to side effects like brain fog, making his recovery even more challenging. Despite these health issues, Hogan remains a beloved figure in the wrestling community. However, rumors have recently spread on social media, falsely claiming that Hogan's condition has become serious due to his injuries. We want to assure you that these rumors are completely untrue. While Hogan does face significant health challenges, he is not in a dire state. He is receiving treatment and is actively managing his conditions. In recent years, there has been speculation about Hogan potentially returning to WWE in some capacity, though it's highly unlikely he will wrestle again due to his physical limitations. Fans and insiders speculate that Hogan may take on a non-wrestling role, such as a manager or special guest referee, allowing him to stay involved in the sport without further risking his health. Hogan has been open about his struggles in interviews, expressing gratitude for his enduring fan base. While his in-ring career is over, his presence at conventions and special WWE events continues to be a highlight for fans. His passion for wrestling remains strong, and even amid rumors and uncertainty, Hogan's legacy and influence on the sport endure. Conclusion. Hulk Hogan's journey from a young athlete with dreams of stardom to becoming the face of professional wrestling is one of perseverance, ambition, and undeniable charisma. Despite the physical and personal challenges he has faced, Hogan's legacy as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time remains intact. As the man behind the Hulkamania phenomenon, Hogan has influenced generations of wrestlers and captivated fans for decades. His contributions to wrestling helped elevate the sport into mainstream entertainment, and his name will forever be associated with the golden era of professional wrestling. Hulk Hogan's impact on the industry is unmatched, and while his in-ring days may be behind him, his influence will continue to shape wrestling for years to come.